Buckeyes will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
At the 36, and that's good enough for a first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Got room at the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Out of bounds. The very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. There he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Cowboys will hustle to the line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bentley. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The throw. Got a man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw.
Wants to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39, it's third and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Finding open areas. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Quarterback extends the play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make...
Breaks into the open. Knocked off his feet. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Back to pass, it's Marshall. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And the Buckeyes will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Just going to keep it after the snap. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. Back to pass. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. So that drive covered just 44 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On the run, it's Hurts. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys in the hurry-up. The running back has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Cowboys will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back out there. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Racing down the left side. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd and Hill helps it. Touchdown, Ohio State. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point is good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like...
Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And And what a play call. You could feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll test the right side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
After getting knocked back to looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He's got it down the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah.
There he goes! Touchdown, Cowboys! He got a step and just dusted the field. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. A run for the quarterback. Hard running there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A strike downfield. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. They had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now on first down from the 43. Running to the left. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the grill.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Got it looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Now the play fake. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Absolutely perfect. The lead is now 4 here in the first. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To send the tight end in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. At the 45 on his way. Speeding down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give to the tailback. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line, they have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. Try to get it to the edge. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
Yeah, and one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this offense is given...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense
turning it on. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy around.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. First 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive game.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Right back to the well. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Here we go. Back to pass on 2nd down. Slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Calls his own number. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal with a 2-minute timeout. looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the ground game. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Bentley. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Picks up the first down, still moving. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on third down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. He's got the tight end. Goes out for they'll be set up with a first and goal. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Back's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Ohio State, 27.
And the Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They leave the offense on the field on this 4th and short from the 40. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Might be looking to run. He's got it. First down and more. On the move at the 30. It's a running room. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
What a great play call there on fourth down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that fourth down play for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. The sudden
it.